Good morning, students. Today we'll start Chapter 8, Company Accounts, Accounting for Share Capital, Part 3, Book 2, Accountancy, Class 12th. So, students, today we'll see what is issue of share for cash. Issue of share for cash means when shares are issued by a company against the payment received either by check or a banking instrument. These shares may be issued at par or at premium or at discount. But as per Section 53 of Company Act 2013, issue of share at discount is not allowed. Each shares can be issued either at par, which is called at nominal value or the face value, or the shares can be issued at premium, that means above the nominal value or the face value. Now, subscriber can subscribe the shares by two ways. One, in lump sum along with the application money. It means the whole money is payable only at the time of application. Second is in installment. The money can also be payable in installment at different stages. That means some amount at the time of application, some amount at the time of allotment, and the balance may be called up in calls. There may be one call or two call or three calls as per the requirement of the company. Now next is when shares are payable in lump sum. When total issue price of share is payable in one installment, shares are said to have been issued against payment in lump sum. So when shares are issued in lump sum, that means the whole money is received by the company at the time of application only. Journal entry will be bank account debit to share application and allotment account. And then this amount will be transferred to share capital account. So next entry will be share application and allotment account debit with the amount received, to share capital with the nominal value, to security premium reserve account with the premium amount if shares are issued at premium. If shares are not issued at premium, in that case we'll make the entry share application and allotment account debit to share capital account only. So issue of share and the amount payable in installment. When shares are issued for cash and the amount is not received in lump sum, but this is received in installment. So in this case, when the amount is payable in installment, the first installment is called application money. And then after this amount is transferred to share capital account. And after that, the second installment is called up by the company, which is called allotment money. And then after the different calls are called up, which are known as first call or second call or third call, as the case may be. Call money may be called up by the company to be paid by the shareholder in one or more installment. If only one call is made, it is called first and final call. If two calls are made, then second call will be known as second and final call. So in short, I mean to say the word final is added to the last installments. According to Section 39 of 2 Company Act 2013, minimum application money should be 5% of the nominal face value of the share or such other percentage or amount as may be prescribed by the Security and Exchange Board of India. SEBI prescribed that application money should not be less than 25% of the issue price. So it means, as per SEBI guidelines, application money should not be less than 25%. But as per the Section 39 of 2 Company Act 2013, the minimum is 5%. Otherwise, more of this as per prescribed by the company or by the SEBI guidelines. Now next is what will be the journal entries when the money is payable in installment. So only in case of application, first the money will be received and then this money will be transferred in share capital account. So first entry will be bank account debit to share application account, and the next when the money will be transferred to share capital account, next entry will be share application account debit to share capital account. After that, allotment money will be due. So entry will be share allotment account debit to share capital account. When allotment money is received, entry will be bank account debit to share allotment. Thereafter some time, first call being due, entry will be share first call account debit to share capital account. When the amount of first call will be received by the company, journal entry will be bank account debit to share first call account, and so on. And when the last call will be made, suppose second is the last call, first second call being due, entry will be instead of this share second and final call account debit to share capital account, and the money for second and final call will be received, journal entry will be bank account debit to share second and final call account. So students, this way will make the journal entry. So make sure only at the time of application, first money will be received, and then this money will be transferred to share capital account. But in rest of the cases, either this is allotment or first call or second call and so on. First amount will be due, then will be received. Then amount will be due, then will be received. And this way we'll proceed the entries. Shares can be issued by two ways. Share can be issued at par, which is called nominal value or the face value. Suppose the value of the share is rupees 10 and the company is issuing in the market at the rate of rupees 10. That means the face value and the market price of the share is same. This is called shares are issued at par. When shares are issued above the nominal value or above the face value, this is called shares are issued at premium. Suppose the face value of a share is rupees 10 and the company is issuing the share at the rate of rupees 15. That means face value of the share is rupees 10, but its market value is 15. Rupees 5 will be known as premium. Now, see with the help of the example. In this first example, number 1, shares are issued at par. Number 2, shares are fully subscribed, means issued and subscribed are same. Number 3, amount is payable in lump sum. The whole money is received by the company at the time of application only. So in this question, on 1st April, Dynamic Limited Company is issuing 1 lakh equity share of rupees 10 each at par, payable along with application. That means number of shares are 1 lakh, face value is 10, the whole money is payable only at the time of application. Applications were received and the all money is received till 30th April and the shares were allotted on 15th May. So in this case, we'll make two entries, students. First, on 30th April 2019, the amount will be received. Since the amount is received in lump sum, so our journal entry will be bank account debit to equity share application and allotment account. Since these shares are equity share, so shares are equity share, so here we'll write equity share application and allotment account. Suppose these are the preference share, we'll write to preference share application and allotment account. So our first journal entry will be bank account debit to equity share application and allotment account, 10 lakh rupees. Then next, equity share application and allotment account debit to equity share capital account, 10 lakh rupees. So this way we'll make two entries. First, for receiving the entry. Second, for the transfer of application money to share capital account. Now in the second example also you will see shares are issued at par, shares are fully subscribed, but the payment is received in installment. Company is issuing 10,000 share of 10 each. Amount is payable rupees 3 on application, 4 on allotment, 3 on first and final call. The issue was fully subscribed and the amount was duly received. So since the company is issuing 10,000 shares in this question and the money is payable 3 plus 4 plus 3. 3 for application, 4 for allotment and 3 for first and final call. That means company will receive 30,000 at the time of application, 40,000 at the time of allotment and 30,000 again at the time of first and final call. So first entry will be for receiving the application money. Bank account debit to share application account 30,000. This amount will be transferred to share capital account. Share application account debit to share capital account 30,000. So in case of application, first money received, then transferred to share capital account. But in rest of the cases, first allotment money will be due to shareholders. Entry will be share allotment account debit to share capital account. 10,000 shares into 4, 40,000. Then this money will be received. Next entry will be bank account debit to share allotment account 40,000. Being the whole money is received at the time of allotment. Then first and final call will be due on 10,000 share at the rate of 3. This will become 30,000. So entry will be first and final call account debit to share capital account 30,000. When the money will be received, bank account debit to share first and final call account 30,000. So now in the next question, this question is also shares are issued at par, share is fully subscribed, amount is payable in lump sum. So in this question, we'll pass the journal entry also and we'll show the amount in the balance sheet also. Company is issuing 20,000 share of rupees 10 each. That means 2 lakh. Since the issue price is also 10, the whole amount is payable at the time of application. The issue is fully subscribed. So that means 2 lakh rupees is received in lump sum altogether at the time of application. Shares are equity share. So we'll write bank account debit to equity share application and allotment account 2 lakh. Then equity share application and allotment account debit to share capital account 2 lakh. So that means rupees 2 lakh is received by the company. So this 2 lakh rupees will be shown in the asset side under the head of current asset and the subhead of cash and cash equivalents. And this 2 lakh will be shown in the equity and liability side under the head of shareholder fund and the subhead of share capital. So this way, this balance sheet, these items will be shown in the balance sheet. Here you will see, students, equity and liability, shareholder fund, share capital is 1 lakh, 2 lakh, this is 2 lakh, and current asset. Side is asset, head is current asset, subhead is cash and cash equivalent, this is also 2 lakh. So this way, we'll make the journal entry when shares are issued at par. So students, this is my request. Read the theory, learn the concept, and revise the 3 examples given in the assignments. Thank you so much.